Okay, so before we begin this video, this goes to all the conference champs. They think they cannot get in the NCAA tournament of D2 of women's lacrosse. So this goes from all of the ones that if they can't get in or they can, or they can't get in because they can't beat the top team or any top four. So this goes to all of the conference champs, including Wlax Wrestling, of anybody that they think they can or can't get in because they still got the top four. So I've picked this video because I've picked the best votes, because the team has picked the best votes that I'm able to do this video for you guys, all right? So thank you guys so much for picking this video, and let's jump right in. Woo!
Woo! Andrew here, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, it feels so good to see me out here back again. Tonight, we're gonna be going to the east side to see the selection show, to see if we have a chance we get in as the conference champs, you know. Because I'm doing this for Wlax Wrestling Lacrosse. I'm really excited, but nervous at the same time, but completely, I'm just excited to see how it all comes down, because the top four teams are competing. Top four, 16 teams have a chance that they can get in for overall for the D2 level. So I'm particularly nervous, but hopefully we have a chance to get in. I'm pretty excited about this, and therefore, let's jump right in. Woo! So the reason why I am actually doing this vlog, because all of my subscribers have picked the most votes, and I am able to do this for you all for today. I am so thrilled that you subscribers have done me so well that I've actually decided to do it for all of you, all right? So we're gonna find a location so I can have a chance to watch the selection show in front of everybody, and I'm ready to find a location. Here we go. So in here is where all the lacrosse team is sitting down, but they are so nervous, we don't know when they're going to get in. We have a screen up on the board, and I'm gonna be coming in and meet them. Here we go. See you there. Hey! Say hi to the vlog. Woo! Oh, hello. So they have dessert, which is ice cream, which is also a lot of toppings there too, which they also have some Reese's. We have gummies, we have chocolates to add, we have sprinkles, we have nuts too, and Sour Patch. And you can also put some fudge on there too, which is very nice. Oh, and don't forget about the Reese's thing too, which is gonna be pretty nice to see. Pick your flavor and you're gonna see where we are. All right, I'm fit checking this one. So basically what I love about this is I just love to have jammies. I have a Jack jersey on and all this. And this is what I love about this outfit, because it feels so good. Particularly amazing, but when I see it from the backside, it feels good. When I feel it from the backside, I have this one here. I always seem to do one of these things at times, but basically I feel good.
Hi, Andrew. You look awesome.
So what I love about this is, I love the jacket, but I have a shirt up here because it might be a little cold out here right now, but it's 58 degrees. Cold out. But this is what I call my fit check. So that's what it's about. So the lights are starting to turn down, and then in 5 minutes, the screen's gonna start popping up for the leader of the chairman's gonna begin to talk about the whole thing, and then right on there, they're gonna start selecting the teams from the Atlantic Coast, East Coast, Central, and finally
the South Coast. So, again, 16 total teams overall from the D2 level are only allowed to be in. So, everybody's gonna be nervous. I am researching the whole thing, but it's all about team rankings, but it's gonna be hard feeling, but
Yeah, we're gonna find out together, I guess.
but same time, maybe heartbreaking, but we're gonna be telling and seeing where the top 2 teams and the bottom teams of the 4 of this region is going to be. So I hope everybody's ready for this one. So in about 1 minute, the selection show is going to begin in about after 8:30, and everybody's gonna take a deep breath and be very hopeful for the top teams to be starting now.
With the honor of unveiling this year's field and who will be fighting for a shot at a national championship. This year's action kicks off in the first round, where 16 teams will face off on May 16th, with the second round taking place on May 18th. Then the top 14 down, 12 to go. Our next host on this bracket is Pace. The Setters hoisted the NE10 trophy for the first time in program history this past weekend. The conference champs completed a perfect regular season and conference tournament as they head to the Ncaa tournament with a perfect 20-0 record. The reigning national champs looking to stay undefeated and go back-to-back in the championships. And the Setters will have a first-round date with Bentley. This is Bentley's second ever Ncaa bid, with 2021 being the first. Senior attacker Nate Johnson recording her 200th career point in the last game, which is in just her 56th career game. She needs 2 more points and 3 more goals to break the school single season records for both. She currently has 64 goals and 92 points. The next 2 teams heading to the East Regional at pace. First, it's Adelphi. Despite falling short in the NE10 championship, the Panthers are once again in the running for a national championship. 9 national titles for this program, making them the winningest team in championship history. Adelphi in search of that 10th title and first since 2019. And they will be facing New Haven in their first matchup. The Chargers are in the postseason. New Haven advanced to the semifinal round of the Northeast 10 tournament and finished with a 12-6 record, which was good enough for 3rd place.
So we've ended up at the same fate of like where Mercy stands, from like with 1 conference loss, but we've only had 5 losses, but eventually we fought in ways, but we ended up number 6 because we didn't beat the St. Anselm Hawks, but we thought we had the chance to had it, but I would have to say we would have no way we could have made the top 4, because we would have to say we could been number 4 on this one, but I had it all written down right here, but we had followed the same fate like Mercy did, but at the same time, we knew what would have happened. We would have had a chance, but we did rank 6 in the region, but we could have had given it all if we could have like the same fates like what they did with Mercy. But what it would have been like for us, we could be within like in the 6 teams, we would have made it happen if we could add 4 more in this bet. Make an example, if we could have take 4 more of the teams, I would take a mathematical tip, but if we took 14 plus 8 and we could make it 24. So it was disappointing for us, but we learned from every below conference team that we thought we could have make it, but we could have make it. So we'll fall sorry for the same fate, and we are hopeful for next year. From what we have recently learned from like the top group with the NE10 is basically with the lower conferences, You always could be a conference champ, but it's really hard to put into words like it before. You always pick the top 4 on where the NE10 is, but you can't beat the one that, like, you can be like St. Ansem is, or where we are today, or where Dominican is. But we're talking about a team like you want to be at the spot where you could feel like you want to be there, but they likely pick from the top of the league of the NE10, but the likely fatehood of where we go is where we could see from us. But we were in this range of number 6. We thought we would be there, but they had picked the ranked teams. We thought we would be the one, but unfortunately, we were to be the underdog. We thought we were getting by record, but I would be fought in the same fate with Mercy did. But we would be the team. We would be the team. Like, a little heart-wrenching, difficult. Nerves were shaking. Like, I was shaking too. Like, I would thought we would be the one that we would be under the fate with them. But the guest terms knew it had to happen, but we learned from that, and we were to run with it, and we would determine the fate for the same thing, hopefully. But you know what would be really cool if we had the lacrosse bracket from where D2 is, and then you would have to add 6 to 8 teams like in the lacrosse bracket. But that would be like pretty cool in the near future. Would it be nice, everyone? That would be cool. But we had to stick to the 4, and we thought we would have to be the one that we would have to beat this team. But we had to go up the same fate like Mercy did from where we thought we had. Or Dominican, or Wilmington. Well, it had to be that way. So it was the full story with any conference champ that they thought they would have believed they could have been in the top 4. But it would be nice if we could add a few more teams to the bracket with the opening rounds, and we could add them from here. That would be so cool. That way, we could be able to have that same thing with the conference field of where we are, and put the other 2 conferences in so they could be more happier and bought into it. Because, you know, it could be not fair sometimes if we did put the NE teams in, but we know what it is. I mean, they just couldn't do that. So we thought we had it at the same time, but we could have thought we knew. But Mercy knew, we knew we could have had done. But it was 4 teams that get in. It was anonymously Pace, Adelphi, and we had the bottom 2 teams of Bethany and New Haven, because they were teams that they had to beat the St. Ansem, because we would have thought we would be the team that we could have gotten in. But would that be so nice that we would add like 2 or 4 more to teams? Yeah, that would have been so nice. That's what I had learned from the previous now. But it's where we have to live, is where we had to stay. But we would have been the team if we could have beaten those teams earlier. Been so cool, I believe it. Yeah, but we would have faced New Haven and Bethany today in order to make the NCAAs, or otherwise we would have had a chance to do it. Well, we could have thought it would have been that way. Well, we could have thought we knew what we could have think or anywhere within the top or bottom. But, well, with 3 divisions of the group, well, we can't try to put all of these top teams in. If we would have been like the ECC, we would be the CACC, but they knows you can't do that. But the NE10 is one of the toppest leagues they would ever to see. They would be undefeated still. Anytime when I watch this whole clips and adds to the film, because anytime when I see it, well, it's hard to believe. They're still a big powerhouse. But, well, we would have knew we fought at the same fate of conference champions. They would have gone our way if we could add some more. But they'll eventually, everybody, if they would have a chance, if you want to be able to add some more slots to the bracket, go to change.org or do anything what you can do to help out. See if the D2 can try to add more teams to the bracket from what they did back then. I mean, it would have been so cool, because I love adding teams, and that's what makes it more possible, is we're able to add more teams. That's why I'm going to think about seeing them going next year, so we can think of probability of adding more teams to the spot. If we can do that, that'd be great, because they could have another year to it. And by the way, as the conference champion, you can't control what you can control within the team's conference champ, and then you would have a chance to get in. But that's how it rolls, and that's how the world turns if you would have a chance to do it. But if you would call like 4 more to this bracket, I mean, it would be nice. But it would have been amazing if we could see the CACC, the ECC, or anybody that is at the top, that they could have an opportunity to get in. But it would be hard to believe that the NE10 has the perennial powerhouse. But that's what we were looking up for with the NCAA. But could be hard to believe, but we could have like a chance with meaning. Well, what would you do if you would have to make that change, and if you wouldn't have a chance to be conference champs but wouldn't make it at the NCAA tournament? But I will tell you this: have you ever had a team that would have had won a conference champ but didn't get in the NCAA tournament because they were ranked teams up top? Comment down below, find out. There's always teams that they would have a chance that they could make it, but some of them do. But in some reasons, in fact, where the record stands, it makes a really hard struggle to pick teams, because they had to pick them that quick from that one division. Yeah, comment down below if you would have a team win a conference champ but didn't get in the NCAAs. Comment down below, find out. Well, anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching this video. This video is dedicated to all the conference champs that wouldn't have a big opportunity for the NCAA tournament. I would be the same thing if we would have a chance, because we would have a team perennial record if we could have been ranked. But this is where our future is going to stand up here, and we thought we knew we would have that perennial team, So anyway, make sure you drop a like on this video. And I am very thankful once again for anyone, anywhere, that could be able to do it for all yourself, that be able to have a chance. Like, if you were to be a ranked team, or anybody can do this, everybody can, you can. You could change the world for us. And you could be the perennial East Coast of where we are today. So anyway, make sure you leave a like on this video. And also subscribe to YouTube channel if you haven't already. And to end this off, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. And I will see you if we hit 200 subscribers. Wait. Love you. Peace.